Hi everybody, welcome to Golden Ears. Tonight we are going to partake in the Fantasmic dining experience where we will be eating dinner at the Riverbell Terrace behind us, and we will get to watch the Fantasmic show in reserved seating. So we're going to let you know how the food is and how the seating is and let you know whether it's worth the extra ticket price for that. So come along and join us on this special experience.
You know what? Come inside. We'll give you to the...
Okay, so we both are getting the chicken pot pie soup as our starter. So go ahead and take a bite. Let's see how it is. Tell me what you think. Is it good?
It's like chicken pot pie.
Okay. So it's pretty good. It's got like a biscuit on top with the carrots and potatoes and celery. And I believe there might be mushrooms in here, which not my favorite, but if I can't taste them and I don't see them, then I'll be okay. But it's good. It's like a nice comfort food. It's pretty tasty.
Pretty good.
Okay, so Greg got the blackened white fish
With French fries.
with French fries. And
French fry.
let's see. Ooh, different. And I got the pork chops with green beans and mashed potatoes. And apples. I guess that's the apples right here. So give this a try. Okay. So the pork chop has got like some sort of black pepper maple seasoning on it. It looks like little seeds. It's not anything I've ever tasted before. It's a little heavy on the pepper for me. The apples are supposed to be a bourbon apple. They're not bad. And then the garlic, green beans. It's a lot of really strong flavors for me. And like almost competing flavors. So I don't know if I would get this dish again. So Greg's having his fish and chips. And you thought the fish was pretty good. You enjoyed it. Okay, and those French fries are pretty good. They're kind of crispy. They're okay. Would you get that dish again? Maybe, yeah. I don't think I would get the pork chops again. They're not dry, and I'm usually not a pork chop person. And they're usually dry for me, and I don't like them. But I thought I'd get these a try. It's not awful, and the pork chops are actually pretty moist. It just, the seasoning's just a little too peppery for me. Okay, for dessert, we are getting the Mississippi mud cake, and Greg got the blueberry cobbler. Okay, so thank you. The Mississippi mud cake is okay. It's marshmallows with chocolate sauce and ice cream, like a vanilla ice cream, and cake. It's okay. You know, it's not like the kind of dessert you're just gonna die over, but it's okay. It's a little sweet for me. I'm really not a big marshmallow fan, but none of the other desserts sounded good to me at the time, so that's what I'm trying. What do you think of yours, Greg?
Blueberry cobbler with ice cream.
Yeah. Is it good?
It's all right, but I'd rather have yours.
You'd rather have mine? Well, then I'll give you mine.
We'll trade.
We'll trade. Let me see yours.
Nice big blueberries. Warm,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah. Would you get it again?
No, I would get the brownie.
And see, I probably wouldn't get mine again
But
either.
it would probably, it's all right.
It's okay. It's just a lot. I'm not used to eating desserts like this. So, anyway, halfway decent meal. We'll do a review at the end.
Watch this, Wendy.
Another realm I see, where powers untold, far greater than yours, may awaken. But beware, only the believers may uncover the mystery. Dost thou have the courage?
I don't know about this.
Dare you look deeper?
Sure.
Then
you will deal with me and all the powers of my imagination.
Okay, so we just got back to the RV after going to Disneyland and experiencing the Fantasmic dining experience. So before I talk about whether we would do that again and whether I recommend it, let me just go over what the pricing is for that for you. You have 3 different options as far as restaurants go. It is a prefix meal. Before I talk about the restaurants, let me just say, don't make the mistake that I did. I had it in my head that I think based on previous experience that I've had going to fine dining restaurants and different places where there's a prefix, that the menu item selections are different than the normal menu. And that's not the case here. So when you're making your decision about which restaurant you want to go to, just go ahead and look at the Disneyland app and look at the menu, and then you can make your decision about which restaurant you would want to go to. The meal offerings will be exactly the same. You're just picking an appetizer, a main entree, and a dessert. So keep that in mind when you're making your decision. Don't, for some reason, I just had it in my head that it would be different, I think just based on previous experience that I had. So if I had known that, I probably would have made a different decision. We went to the River Belle Terrace for lunch about 3 years ago when we were at Disneyland, and I enjoyed it. I liked the food. So I didn't put much thought about which restaurant we were going to go to because I thought I would like the food. I was a little disappointed with our meal, as you can see from the video. So let's talk about the pricing. So your options are River Belle Terrace for dinner, which is a 3-course prefix meal. Prices start at $94. That's ages 10 and up. And dinner packages start at $7.15. Your other option is brunch at the River Belle. That's a 3-course meal as well, and prices start at $64 for ages 10 and up. It's $36 for children 3 to 9. You can do lunch or dinner at Cafe Orleans. Prices start at $64, and brunch starts at $11, and dinner starts at $4. Or you can do lunch or dinner at Rancho di Zocalo Restaurante. Prices start at $35 for adults, $25 for children. And again, it's 11 o'clock and 3:30 p.m. for dinner. If I had to do it again, I would probably go with Rancho del Zocalo because we ate there later in the week, or I'm sorry, earlier in the week, and we liked their food more. So, and I like Cafe Orleans has the Monte Cristo sandwich, so if you're a big fan of that already, you might want to prefer to go do that. So just look over the menu items and know that going in that it's going to be the same as their normal offerings. We would definitely do this again. I highly recommend it. And here's why. Fantasmic seating at Disneyland, there is no seating. It's on the ground. So you're sitting on the ground. If you don't have preferred seating like you get with the Fantasmic dinner package, you are kind of fighting your way to get a good viewing point, and you're looking over people's heads and, you know, trying to work your way into where you're not getting blocked. You're probably not going to have a great view. People are usually trying to get their kids up front so they can see and they're not looking, you know, at some adult's back or whatever. So people tend to line up for it very early on so they can get a good view. If you do the Fantasmic dinner package, you don't have to worry about doing that. They're going to sit you in a reserved seating area right up front. We had an excellent view. My husband and I were both in scooters, so we didn't have anybody blocking our view because everybody was sitting on the ground in front of us. The one thing that Disney World has over Disneyland when it comes to Fantasmic is Disney World has the stadium seating. Disneyland does not. So you're either standing or you're sitting on the ground unless you're in a scooter or wheelchair. So it's well worth it just so you can see the Fantasmic show. So I would say that if that show means a lot to you, it's important for you to really see it. Maybe you've never been to Disneyland before, or it's been a long time and you don't know when you're going to go again. I would highly recommend you do this dinner package, because you're going to eat dinner anyway. So you're just kind of adding on a little extra cost to ensure that you're going to have a great experience seeing this show. I will say they also offer dinner packages for the Paint the Night Parade. I wouldn't worry about that one as much, just because we didn't have a problem seeing the parade. There's lots of places you can get to where you can see the parade okay, where Fantasmic's a little bit different. Like it's hard to get a good view if you don't get there early, and if you don't like sitting on the ground, it's a long time to be sitting on the ground. We watched people around us struggling to get back up. So anyway, that being said, highly recommend it. Would do it again in a heartbeat. So thank you for joining me. If you like our content, please like and subscribe. It'll help our channel grow. And for now, we'll say goodnight and join us for another video down the road. Stay golden.